So now we're gonna go to game number 2. I realized that I need to get some first places now at this point, so I was like, at the first item choice, you want tank icons first. I go for usually belts or like bows if I can. And I was hoping to find a Bebe here, but if I can't get Bebe, I'll just take Jarvan, because Jarvan's a protector. And we can get something like Ionics on it later anyways, so it should be fine. This is a Nico verse, so we can make whatever we want with the Nicos later on, and we are chilling. So we started with the Jarvan. We were offered a Graves and a Nocturne again. I just bought them just in case. I prefer to go for this route than the Xayah route because this route is much more consistent than the Xayah route in general. I found more Graves, I found more Nocturnes, and I'm just chilling at the moment. I'm just chilling. There's no direction yet so far. A bit of this, a bit of that. And we were offered a lot of source. We just sold the expensive ones so we can think about it a bit more. And we were offered a Nocturne upgrade and 2 protectors. Now, getting the 2 protectors there was actually pretty big, because the 2 protectors can act as my front line, and we can add in. I did consider adding in a Xayah for the Celestial synergy, but I felt like it was a bit better at this point in the game to have a Jarvan instead, another protector. I could potentially buff my Nocturne. There's a lot of people grouped up to the right, so I put my Nocturne on the right. I can split up my units a bit more if I just like put my Nocturne to Jarvan's like across the board too. So thankfully we were able to kill his like Ahri first. And I was like, yeah, we got this. We killed the Ahri, and now we can take down the team. But that guy's Eloy 2-star in the front, and the Jin Xiao's ridiculously strong, so he beat me. I was like, dude, Pikachu, you beat me the previous game too, round 1. Why did you beat me again? And I was really angry and sad about this. Right? He beat me twice, right? Both stage 2 ones, 2 games in a row. I felt something like burning on the inside. I don't know what it was. And voila, we found a Shaker. And at that point, it's very simple. You just go for infiltrators during your early mid game. So my early mid game is guaranteed now. There's nothing to think about. Now we can just go for like a save, a Shaco, Nocturne, Infiltrator, Star, Protectors frontline, add an Ash for Celestials, and that will get us through the mid game, through stage 2. So this was very lucky for us to show up. This was a very nice start. Nice TFT dreamer turned out to be nice cheeks. Nice cheeks. Alright, now we're going to continue this factor. Like, there's nothing more at this point. We found a protector front line. We found 2 infiltrators back line. We're using infiltrators for damage to mill. We had an Ash level up the next round. We also found a Jarvan upgrade. Our win streak is almost guaranteed at this point. We don't need both the Nocturnes nor the Graves. We're not going to go for that route. So we're going to level up, add Ash in, and we're going to chill. No need to use our Nicos here at the moment either. And that's it. And we're going to keep on winning at this point. This is a very strong start. So against an underrated opponent like this, we just keep on winning, beat him up. Very simple. Amongst the items, usually, as I said, you always want tank items first. So the belts are the most attractive ones, then the chainmails. So I took a belt first. Always go for tank items first, and protectors always. So I went for a belt. I just put on Jarvan because, like, why not? And I'm chilling right now. If we win the next fight, we can sell Xayah for Ninja School at that point. I'll just skip ahead so it's not like too like boring, right? So we face a guy. He has Xayah. We shoot it down. Jarvan with Ionics also does a lot of damage to the front line too. Kill him, take damage. Same thing here. There's nothing more at this point. We just chill. I considered this a lot though. I was thinking ridiculously seriously for like one full stage. I was thinking to myself, hey. There's some Vanguard Mystics in the lobby. Do I just transition into a different comp? Is that better? Is that worser? Philosophy right there, right? Which is better? Which is the right? So I was thinking to myself really hard if I need to transition into Battlecast, but because we have the belt potential too, but we already gave the belt to Jarvan, so I'm pretty sure we don't want to go for that route anyways. So the answer is negatory. Small comment. It's just an ordinary positioning. There's nothing strange about that. I position like that all the time. The Jarvan is carrying us really hard, right? It's not dying. It's taking down it's soaking all the damage, preventing my other units from dying too, and it's doing a lot of damage too. Good job. What happened to the other 871 babies? I ate them. This is when I like thought about the most, but I sold it instantly. I was like, wait, 3 Kog'Maws? My lord, dude, my lord. Because Kog'Maw 2-star with Bellcat Surge is not that bad either, especially with that particular Jarvan in the front. So I did consider just selling him off, like just going for it to a degree. I was wondering very, very hard. 나는 멋진 TFT 깃발을 찾고 있었고 5분 후에 STM을 찾았습니다. I was looking for an amazing TFT flag. And 5 minutes later, I found a stream. Cool. But the itemizations, we could have gotten red buff maybe, but I just felt like it wasn't worth going for. So I just did what the NA players did. I just made a Shroud because Shroud will always be useful no matter what early on, just to make my front line a bit tankier. I didn't want to make Zephyrs on Jarvan either, so we just chilled at that point. We are offered a Zed. Right now, we don't really have a good composition, so I need to roll here and find something. I rolled once, roll once more, find something. Roll. No, there's nothing. Should I sell and roll? I don't know. It costs too much to roll now. Maybe I'll just put something in and wait a bit. Okay. I wait a bit here. I was planning on rolling a bit more, but it just felt really awkward to roll more at this sense. I do need to find my carries if I can. I made the Shroud just in case, so my Jarvan is tankier because Shroud gives evasion and arm value. The longer the Jarvan survives, the longer my Infiltrator survives. Never forget that. Infiltrator survive longer as your frontline tank survives the longest. That's how it goes. A lot of AoE damage from Nico was worth it. It's also all increased by the Ionics on Jarvan. Never forget Ionics makes Jarvan a tank. Like a damage tank. Petite with the 6-month sub. Thank you very much, man. Hope you're on a fine day. Nice to see you. Nice to have you. How you doing, my fine editor? So this is what we're doing so far. As I said, a good front line is always the best if you're going for protector comp, right? A good front line makes sure your back line does more stuff and protects your back line even much more better. Now these are base. We're gonna roll here to find something on. Roll. We found an Ashe. I feel like I need something more. One more roll. I found a Shaco. Bit awkward. One more roll. Alright, found a Shaco too. Sorry, that's good enough. Currently, if we put a Xin Zhao in, we do get 4 protectors. So I probably took out the Ashe for Xin Zhao at the moment there. I need to clean up my board so that I can like maybe stabilize to a degree. Thank God we found that Shaco so that it doesn't like force us to use like our Nikos whatsoever. At this point, we just chill and wait and decide what our composition is. So right now I'm a bit confused. We have Infiltrator Protectors at the moment. We can just commit to Infiltrator Protectors, but we don't really have good damage optimization to support our Infiltrators, so we might lack damage in the late game. I was worried about that to a certain degree. Actually, Batich, this game might be the one that we could race for. Like YouTube. It has 6 Infiltrators in it. It's a tourney game too, so you can package it as like 6 Infiltrators in a tourney scene. Gets first place, something like that. It feels very nice. We're off for the Karma. Karma's a nice card too, so I did consider keeping it to a degree. We're watching a VOD at the moment. My hands are open, guys. My hands are open. We're gonna keep 4 protectors because they make my Jarvan tankier. As I said, the longer the Jarvan survives, the more value we have. I was worried about that Xayah and that Jinx, and they're both in the same location, so I want to put both the Infiltrators on that side if I can. Put them there. Sounds great. I'll take a look at it. Oh, thank you very much, man. I did consider making Zephyrs if it was relevant, but nah, it wasn't relevant. Thankfully, we managed to face one of the weaker opponents, so we managed to save some HP and maintain our win streak here. I'm pretty sure there were some opponents I could sort, especially that one. Is what I thought at first, but that Shaco, no, sir, no, please. I have a trauma PTSD regarding Shaco's destroying my entire compositions with those itemizations so many times. But thankfully, my composition won. My Jarvan survived long enough for a Shaco to not get too much value. I bet he didn't have 4 Dark Stars. Thank God for that. So thankfully, this composition is allowing me to like get the advantage during the early mid game, which is nice. I did want to source the most so we can give Guardian Angels or Bloodthirster to our Shaco so our Shaco can get more value. As the opponents took the itemization, the only thing that was left was a bow, a cloak, and a tier, and I was like, okay, I'll just take a bow. It can be a damage item later, or it can be Zrots for my front line. Both are fine. TG bug? What's a TG bug? I don't know what a TG bug is. Alright, so, and now I'm thinking to myself, alright, I found most of the stuff I want anyways. I guess I'll just chill, level up, and add in an extra unit. And I was like, after I added in the unit, I was like, is this worth it? Wait, I leveled up, but did I get stronger? So I rethought myself, saying, hey, was this worth it? It felt clean, so I did it, but it didn't feel worth it. So this is the same as the previous game. I think the level is a bit premature. I put the Nikos on the left so we can kill the unit with the carry on the left, but unfortunately our opponent was a guy on the right. Right? I was focusing on a guy on the left, especially the Zai guy and the Jinx guy, but we got this Teemo guy instead. And Teemo's a shroomer, dude. Teemo's a shroomer, my lord. He shroomed us down one by one and we took a lot of damage for that, Pepinians. And lost their streak, and I was like, dude, no, it's you again. Why did you break my streak this game too, bro? That's what I thought to myself. And then I found Echo 2-star, and I was like, okay, GG. 그거요? 템이 없었던 거예요? 안 보이는 게 아니라? 진짜요? 이야. And I also found a fist too, so I just took out the protectors because I was like, I don't need protectors anymore. Celestials anymore, and I just put 2 in. Now this was the game-winning moment right there. Echo 2-star at the ready. Now the sad thing so far is that we have no items in Echo, and that's a sad thing. That was a sad thing for sure. We made an Echo 2-star, but you know, the itemizations on Echo was a bit sad. But it's still an Echo 2-star for Infiltrator. It's gonna start whacking. Oh, take him down, Echo. Take him down and do damage. Advantage served. Now that opened us the route to 6 Infiltrators. That is the one game that made me consider maybe if we get a special we can get for 6 Infiltrators with that bow. That's why we didn't make the Zrots up there. Alright, now we can sell both. Bard, probably Bard. We should have just sold Jinzhao, Rakan, and everything else. I forgot that you don't really need Celestials in Infiltrator builds. And Nico's a ridiculously good infiltrator in the end. Nico's a ridiculously good infiltrator. For sure. So currently we got some items here. We found a spatula, lucky for us. We found a spatula, so I was like, okay, I guess we can go for 6. We also found War Moss to make our Jarvan very, very tanky. I was wondering who to give the spatula to, so I gave it to Jinzhao. Like, Jinzhao seemed like an okay target to just throw in. But I forgot about Nico's on my bench, so this was a misplay, guys. The Nikos were the best choices to put in because of the AoE stun you can have with the Infiltrator in the end. So that was my misplay right there. Nico was the obvious best choice here. We were offered a Sword Breaker, so I was like, why not? It's an item that I have. Let's just utilize it. Kitsunuki with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, man. Hope you all find a. 스트리머는 매우 재미있고 채팅은 매우 좋음으로 서브를 떠날 것이라고 생각했습니다. The streamer is fun and the chat is nice, so the serve will leave. That's what I thought. The sub will leave. That is what I thought. I was quite worried that I might lose this fight here. That Jinx did seem a bit terrifying. Echo did pop off just in time. That's good. Jinzhao's ultimate did save us. And Jarvan is very, very tanky and strong, so it'll allow us to win the fight. Nice. Other Koreans are laughing, no. Alright, yeah. At least no chicks, that's good. So I realized that too slowly. I was like, wait, Nico's significantly better, and I sold Nico earlier. Pepe hands. I also shouldn't have kept Shakos too much because Shakos were far too contested. I did consider maybe getting a lucky Shaco 3-star and winning, but since Shakos were taking out a full, there's one guy Shaco 2-star at the ready, right? It was a bit unlikely. We do have 6 Infiltrators. That's a lot of attack speed for a composition, so we're really good against Squissies. But we're not good against tanky opponents like Mordekaisers, Wukongs, especially mechs. We can't kill mechs. So when I saw this guy with Bramble Vest, Dragon Tooth, and Time Result, I was like, oh man, dude. I can kill everything else, yes, but oh, that mech. So Echo did pop off. We did hit the mech along the way. We killed the other ones, but once the mech pops off right here, our Infiltrator is really squishy. Bam! Sliced down. Felt bad. The streamer was very interesting. The chat was very good, so I thought I would leave the sub. XD, right? I should have sold these 2 Shakos here. Like, I was greedy for a Shako 3-star, but we do need levels. We do need economy for this competition to get stronger. We can't roll at this point anymore. And we're not going to look for 3-stars this level anyways. So I just decided to chill and hope for something better to show up along the way. Haha, Rikiki. We put Echo near to the corner so it could snipe a unit safely in the distance, but unfortunately it was on the Nautilus and not the Ash, so we couldn't kill the Ash in time. We could kill the Teemo, thankfully. And thankfully we could kill the Teemo, but we couldn't kill the Ash, so their carry, the Ash, still survived. And what that means is that they'll have enough damage to kill the rest of my team because the Ash can support. We did make sure we disabled the Nautilus, but Ah! Echo got stunned. Ah. That's right. So at this point, I'm like, dude, I need at least a single damage item. Game, give me a damage item. And I was like, wait, there's no damage items here. Do I go for Shaco there with the bow for Runaan's Hurricane? Wait, what do I do? What do I do? I can't go for Zephyrs. Like, I'm an Infiltrator comp. I don't want to Zephyr anything. No, no, no. Wait, game, I want something that's worthwhile. Do I go for 2 Swordbreakers? Game, tell me what to do. Swordbreak? Okay, I'll take a Zephyrs. Why not? Zephyrs is fine. That's what I thought to myself. So now we are offered a chance to get Zephyrs, but I didn't use it yet because there's still 1 creep wave left with atomization. I put Jarvan near the Echo so the Echo can get the attack speed buff. So he can keep on proccing faster because Echo's ultimate is quite relevant at this point. Especially if it disables a Jhin, so Echo pops off, does the extra damage. This one has a lot of squishies, so we had a good chance to fight against this one in general. We killed all the other squishies first. And we took him down 1 by 1. Alright. All that was left was a Shaco, but oh, can Shaco kill my Echo before it could ult? Everything's dying, no! And bam. The horror behind the GA Rapid Cannon, Bloodthirster Shaco. So I'm just chilling. At this point, we just eco up because there's not much we're looking for at this level. So we're just ecoing and chilling and waiting to see how far we can get. Thankfully, we are right on his Xayah. We position a location that will put our Echo right onto the Xayah. And if that happens, we can just kill the Xayah instantly like this. And I was like, yeah, we can clean up. But then I realized this cleanup crew is better than my cleanup crew. They're well fed. They exercise every single day, following a professional PT's routine, while my infiltrators stayed at home, watched a lot of movies, ate a lot of pizza and chicken. Hey, my lord. I realized that my composition here lacked discipline. So I decided to invest a lot of money, right, into exercising resources that can make my composition stronger in general. I considered mechs for a while with the Rumble. I was like, maybe I should give these 3 atomizations to the mech instead, but Jarvan's much better in this case. So going for Jarvan was much more useful in this case scenario. So now I'm going to level up and roll all my gold and see what upgrades I can find, especially Fizz is the one I want the most. So I buy the Rumble just in case I get it. I buy whatever that seems okay-ish to buy, whatever. I'm kind of confused on what to do. The reason why I'm so slow here is because I'm considering mechs a lot. I just put in Battlecast energy there because, like, whatever. Oh, Annie. Do I need Annie? Do I think about her? Can I put her in? Putting her in is so awkward at the moment. Do I even need her in at the moment? So we did stay with like a Victor onto the composition. It did feel kind of weird. I wanted to quicksilver the Echo so that the Echo would make sure to get value towards the opponents. You don't want Echo to get stunned or anything. And this prevents him from dying to a certain degree. So Echo is getting very clean value right there. I liked it. Victor with the finish up on Teemo is very relevant in this fight, so we take a lot less damage. Right here, look at Victor. Bam! Quadra kill. It allowed me to take a lot less damage than we had to. and that was very significant. I sold Karma because we're not going to go for Mystics for sure. I'm just buying and rolling, see what I get, roll. See what I get a Shaco, alright, I'll just keep a Shaco, roll. What can I get? Roll. We found Nico 2-star. Nico 2-star is quite relevant. I kind of want to roll more, find something else. Roll. Sell Shinjao, Nishinjao, roll. We found Fizz. We can sell Karma and make a Fizz. And now we have a lot of upgrades. We've upgraded Zed, Nico, and Fizz, which is a big difference. I just put the Nico on one corner and Jarvan on the other. Jarvan always near the Echo, so Echo can get the attack speed buff. The opponent plays well against my Shroud. Good play from him. But my Echo is very safe. It's gonna pop from the corner. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. And I thought to myself, wait. I thought I just had to top 4 this game, but I'm actually really strong. XD. Alright. Dream of first place. So at this point, since I found Fizz, Nico, and Zed, I was like, hey, maybe I should just go for level 9 and go for tier 5 to get first place. Right? So I think this is when I stopped rolling. I don't know if I stopped rolling after I found Victor though. No, I don't think I found Victor this game. So I probably sell Annie and Rumble here for economy, and I'm like, nah, I don't want Mex. Mex kind of suck. No. I thought about this for a while. I was like, no. Mex are bad. Fizz is good. So I just took out the Victor and put another Shaco in. I just sold everything else for economy. Put Nico more in the middle so he can hit more targets. And we're up against the mech one again. But this time we have a lot of extra upgrades. We shroud the back line. The mech only hits the Jarvan, so the mech does not get good value. 네, 잠시만요. And this is how the fight progresses. And it seems my food has arrived. I hope it's sushi or burger. No, it's just a toshirak. Do you know what toshirak is? It's like a bento, a lunchbox. Alright, now here at this point, I just want any damage out of it because we are lacking DPS in the end. I thought Deathblade or Last Whispers were good targets to make my Shaco a bit stronger. That's what I thought the most. That's even cooler, right? 도시락이 저거죠. 저는 밤일을 되게 좋아해가지고 그쪽이죠. And yep, I was like, Runians, Last Whispers, Deathblade. I'll pick Deathblade because we can put a Janna in or something like that anyways in the end. So now we're just trying to eke up at this point. A Janna showed up out of nowhere. Just in time, right? Show us after this game, So here we put the Janna in to get the Mystic Synergy online, and I'm thinking to myself, I really want gold. Like, I want to hit level 9 and add more stuff in. Since we are winning fights, we do have the luxury to do so. So I also wonder if I need to put a Blitzcrank to pull anything, but I don't think I need to pull anything in particular. So I put the Jarvan onto the right, put the Echo onto the right too. Put Janna a bit more in the front. This is a misplay. Janna should be more in the front so we can get the attack speed buff from Jarvan so we can ult a bit faster. That was the appropriate play. Echo pops off. We are actually fairly strong. Once Echo ults, we can kill the Teemo. Fizz cleans up with his ultimate as well too. That's actually a lot of magic damage, AoE magic damage to take him down. Breaks the enemy streaks before the creep rounds. That's a huge difference. 도시락 안에 맛있는 게 있죠. 맛있는 거. So here I wanted economy, so I sold the Blitzcranks. I also consider selling Shaco a lot because I know Shaco's not going to show up at this point in the game because I'm going for level 9 at the moment. So I'm just moving things around just to confuse my opponents. Make sure I don't confuse myself. Probably just gonna reposition last moment for the Zaya guy. The Zaya guy's gonna reposition around me. I'm 100% sure he's gonna reposition around me. But nay, guess not. No, I guess this wasn't that like a fight. No, there was one fight where that worked, but not this one. So this time the Nico went onto his Jhin. Nocturne stunning the Nico to its appropriate degree, which is nice. Stunned. Assassinate by Fizz, perfect. The dangerous one here is Shaco. Our Echo needs to pop off for more value, but oh, it couldn't pop off in time. Is a Shaco gonna clean everything up again? No, don't lose to the Shaco team, and he beat us up. Shaco wrecking streaks, guys. Shaco wrecking streaks. So I'm just chilling to myself again. I'm like, if I sell Shaco here, I have enough gold to hit 50. Should I sell that and just level up and add something in? That seems a bit better, right? I know, right? BT Shaco keeps on striking. So I was thinking to myself, hey, what do I do here? What do I do? What do I do? Crow1 with Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, man. Hope you're all fine day. Nice to see you. Nice to have you. So we are going to boost the attack speed of the team, take down the KL in general, and this gold allows me to hit exactly like a 50. So well, actually a bit more than 50. So I was like, okay, Shaco, good job, get out. Thank you for baiting some interest goal from me. I can't get you no more. I'm very likely to show up at level 9. So we're gonna level up here and add something in. Like we're gonna probably pretend to add a Karma or an Ashen and then just put a Blitzcrank and pull something. And that's the idea here. Not entirely sure. I want Jarvan on one of the corners because nobody puts their carries in the middle. Like they always put it on the side. So in order for Jarvan the Shroud to get value, I do need to put it on the side too. I put the Dragon Claw onto Shaco because Shaco is secondary carry. Reposition to the other side. I did want to put a Blitzcrank in too so that we can pull a particular carry. Right here what the Blitzcrank does is that it pulls the Fiora away from the Infiltrators. Alright. So both my Echo and my Zed can just kill the kill the Xayah. And the Xayah was easily killed thanks to Swordbreaker effect onto the Echo. It procced instantly so it can get value. If that Swordbreaker proc did not proc, or procced a bit slower, then we would have lost the fight. This was one of the scariest opponents, but we won thanks to lucky positioning plus Swordbreaker, right? Swordbreaker RNG like helped really hard. Ooh, that Shaco, dude, that Shaco. So now we got a mech guy, a Shaco guy, and a value comp, Yep, right now we're just going for more blitz cheeses if you can. I put in 2 Xayahs, Jannas just to bait my opponents, like to make them think that I'm going for something different. That's the reason for. I saw that some people did have the carries on the corner, said like that guy with the Thresh 2 on the corner, right? So I did consider using it once more so we can pull something of value. And put it last second so people are confused. Here we got the one with the Jhin in the corner, so we are going to pull the Jhin appropriately. But I was worried here for a moment because nothing can target the Jhin, so it's actually safer that way. It's actually kind of safe that way now I think about it, but thankfully we did manage to kill it fast. Echo's doing work, taking down the opponents. Infiltrators are ridiculously fast. 6 Infiltrators in Jarvan are ridiculously fast. The comments are helpful. Thank you. Can't wait till the end of the game because first place game will take a long time. Aww. So I'm just looking for more baits. I'm pretending to put Thresh in just to bait my opponents. Like Thresh is put worthy, right? Like anything that's put worthy seems to bait worthy, right? So I just put anything in that could do so. The other opponent is the Shaco Infiltrator guy. Probably just beat the guy anyways as long as I position as long as I position my carries, my Shaco and my Echo near the Jarvan, that should be good enough. Is what I thought. The opponent did have Quicksilvers onto onto the Jhin, but it didn't matter because we did have the Shaco and the Nocturne on him. But actually, it could have mattered here to a degree. Now I think about it. Bam. We fought our best. We killed the Shaco first. That's good. Echo's trying his best too. Echo's gonna get shot down, but thankfully, my competition is not that weak. Actually, we are weak. We lost, and I was like, BT Shaco, no. BT Shaco, why you do this to me? No. But thankfully, the other guy killed him for me. I probably couldn't beat that guy. Now I think about it, I probably can't kill that BT Shaco no matter what. But thankfully, the other guy killed him for me. Frozen Heart is really good against snipers, where this team origins, so I decided to go for Frozen Heart instead. I didn't know what he wanted, so I just chilled. I'm pretty sure he just wanted to deny me. We are offered a Janna 2-star, so we're ready in that aspect. We're also offered Rakan, so I decided to buy the Rakan instead. Now the opponent knows it's a 1v1 scenario. He knows I have Blitzcranks. He knows I'm going to use it, so I just decided to take it out instead. He knows I'm going to use it, so he's going to position around anyways. So I decided to go for a unit that has AoE stuns in that accord. As such. And the opponent put the Gnar in the corner, right? So that was very good for me. Thankfully the Zephyr is also missed and hit my Echo instead too. Good. Kill the Teemo as fast as possible. His Gnar is in the corner, so it won't get much value. Take him down, shoot him down, whack him down, and Infiltrators just clean up. Nice poke. It's about baiting him. Like, it's about just confusing him. Like, making him overthink on stuff that's not important. But I forgot to... and then I realized, wait, why is there a frozen art in my inventory? I was like, wait. What's that frozen art doing there? My lord. Huh, that's strange. What's that frozen art doing there? My god. So I was thinking about like what to put in. Whether it's Lulu or Rakan over the other one. I decided to put the Blitzcrank in just to confuse him in general. And I rotated, put the Echo near the Jarvan, just position properly, put the Lulu in. I was waiting for a good Frozen Art target, but all the targets were kind of bad. Teemo in the front especially. So I just gave it to Shaco instead. Shaco. Should have done that a bit faster for the extra value. So he killed all his carries first. We killed his Jim, he killed his Teemo. And now we just cleaned up one by one. And we got first place game this way. GG. Thankfully, the opponent killed the guy I couldn't deal with. That was not a first place composition. But since the opponent killed the opponents that we could not deal with, we could get first place for that particular reason.